order the meeting of the Fall River Licensing Board. Today is Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. For the record, all members of the board are present. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. When your matter is called, please come down to the table, state your name and address for the record, please. 1 day permits, St. Anthony of the Desert Church, 300 Northeastern Avenue, Monsignor Route.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Monsignor James Root, St. Anthony of the Desert, 300 Northeastern Avenue, Fall River.
Okay. So I guess this is now becoming an annual event, correct?
Yes.
This is the second time for a festival on the parish grounds for Friday, June 19th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday, June 20th from noon to 11 p.m., and Sunday, June 21st from noon to 7 p.m. It's all alcoholic beverages. Last year you had it. I heard it was very successful, and we had no issues. We didn't get any complaints. Everything was good. And this benefits your parish, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the members of the board?
No questions.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the one-day permits for June 19, 2020, June 20th, and June 21st.
Yeah, there's one more.
Yeah.
Is there a second?
And I'll second that motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to grant the 3 permits for June 19th, 20th, and 21st. Anyone else here in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
There's also a request, I'm impressed, for October 17th, 2020. That's a Saturday from 7 p.m. to midnight. And that's a dinner dance, again, to be held in the parish. This is held in the parish hall. That's all alcoholic beverages. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the one-day permit for October 17, 2020.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good
Thank
luck,
you very
Monsignor.
much. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too. Denny's not here.
No. Which one to take?
Donnie Saloon, 13 North Main Street, Christopher Donovan. I saw him. He said he would be here.
Make a motion.
Table.
Make a motion that we table.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion to table made and seconded. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
One-time extension of hours, the Belmont Club, 34 Franklin Street, Priscilla Poria.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. Could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Priscilla Poirier, 518 High Street in Fall River.
Okay, and this is for the Belmont Club, looking to stay open from St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
They want to be open from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. What do you normally open?
Well, for 84 years, it was from 10 in the morning until closing, till 1 or 2.
Right, but what are your hours now on
Right
Tuesdays?
now, they are from 4 o'clock until closing on Tuesday, till 1 o'clock.
So I guess that's my question. Oh,
Yeah.
so you're, be
I just
earlier, you
wanna
want to
be
open
earlier so
earlier.
we can prepare
I understand
food.
why you want to order the meeting of the Fall River Licensing Board. Today is Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. For the record, all members of the board are present. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. When your matter is called, please come down to the table, state your name and address for the record, please. 1 day permits, St. Anthony of the Desert Church, 300 Northeastern Avenue, Monsignor Route.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Monsignor James Root, St. Anthony of the Desert, 300 Northeastern Avenue, Fall River.
Okay. So I guess this is now becoming an annual event, correct?
Yes.
This is the second time for a festival on the parish grounds for Friday, June 19th, from 5 PM to 11 PM, Saturday, June 20th, from noon to 11 PM, and Sunday, June 21st, from noon to 7 PM. It's all alcoholic beverages. Last year you had it. I heard it was very successful, and we had no issues. We didn't get any complaints. Everything was good. And this benefits your parish, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the members of the board?
No
Questions.
questions.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the one-day permits for June 19, 2020, June 20th, and June 21st.
Yeah, there's one more.
Yeah.
Is there a second?
And I'll second that motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to grant the 3 permits for June 19th, 20th, and 21st. Anyone else here in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
There's also a request, I'm impressed, for October 17th, 2020. That's a Saturday from 7 PM to midnight. And that's a dinner dance, again, to be held in the parish. This is held in the parish hall. That's all alcoholic beverages. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the one-day permit for October 17, 2020.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck
Thank you very
once
much. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too. Denny's not here.
No. Wanna take-
Donnie's Saloon, 13 North Main Street, Christopher Donovan. I saw him. He said he would be here.
Make a motion.
Table.
Make a motion that we table.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion to table made and seconded. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
One-time extension of hours, the Belmont Club, 34 Franklin Street, Priscilla Poria.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Priscilla Poirier, 518 High Street in Fall River.
Okay, and this is for the Belmont Club, looking to stay open from St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
They want to be open from 11 AM to 1 AM. What do you normally open?
Well, for 84 years, it was from 10 in the morning until closing, till 1 or 2.
Right, but what are your hours
the
now
last-
on
Right now,
Tuesdays?
they are from 4 o'clock until closing on Tuesday, till 1 o'clock.
So I guess that's my question. Oh,
Yeah.
so you're, be
I just
earlier, you
wanna
want to
be
open
earlier so
earlier.
we can prepare
I understand
food.
why you want, I'm just trying to make sure I understand the hour. So the
Yes.
change is from 4 PM to open at 11 AM?
Yes,
Okay. Okay,
thank
From
you.
11 AM to what time?
to 1 AM.
Closing.
The closing is the normal closing time.
Okay.
Yes.
It's just, she opens in the afternoon, but that day she wants to open before noontime. Okay?
Yeah.
Any questions? Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the extension of hours.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
You're welcome.
Change of hours, Barrett's Ale House, 4171 North Main Street, F. Michael Barrett. State your name and address for the record, please.
Francis Michael Barrett, 1 Janine Circle, Bridgewater, Mass.
Okay, and right now, your hours are Monday through Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. to 1 a.m., Thursday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m., Sunday, noon to 1 a.m., I'm
1,
sorry.
yeah.
You want to change Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.,
Yes,
and Sunday, noon to 1 a.m.
yes,
Okay, so Sunday's staying the same, everything else is going 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.
yes.
Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we grant the change of hours.
And I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming in and
appreciate
doing
it.
that. So you'll have to come in, bring the license, right? Carrie?
Yes, we can
And-
exchange
So
it
she
for
can
you.
change
We'll do
it.
it tomorrow.
Okay?
Thank you
All right,
so
thank you
much.
very much. Common Vitula, Thirsty Joe's, 379 Columbia Street, Christopher Nielsen.
Good evening.
evening.
Christopher Nielsen, 379 Columbia Street, Thirsty Joe's Cafe.
So this is just a renewal, correct? It didn't get
Correct.
renewed? Everything's the same?
Pretty much, we're closed right now. I'll probably have to reopen we're trying to reopen sometime in April.
Okay. Are you closed for renovations or just closed?
Seasonal close.
Seasonal close, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions?
No questions.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the common vicular license.
And I'll second that motion.
The motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very
Mr.
Good
much.
luck.
Wilson, if you let the board know when you decide when to open, just so we have a
Yeah.
date for that, just give Carrie a call.
Just so Carrie will know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, you gotta get the license at some point too.
Yeah,
You gotta pick it up.
you know, okay, we'll pick it up, yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. Lodging House, Osala Operations LLC, 270, 276 Fourth, 197 Rodman Streets. Daniel
Good evening.
Winnick.
Dan Botwinick, 232 West Canton, Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. Can you tell us what you're doing, please? What you're
I'm-
asking to do?
I'm asking to have permission to have the license transferred to me. I'm anticipating purchasing this existing lodging house and operating it in the same way that it currently is.
Okay. So no changes.
No changes.
Do you have any experience managing these types of properties?
I do. I own and operate several hundred units throughout the Commonwealth, including over 100 in Fall River.
Okay, so you're already in Fall River.
Yeah.
How
You
many
don't know that
units
'cause
is
you-
this?
You don't know that because he hasn't got in trouble.
Right, yeah. How many units is this?
This is a combination of some apartments and some rooms,
Okay.
46 total.
46, okay. And probably the sales contingent on this transfer.
It is.
You have all your, the fire and all that's all set?
Yep.
Everything's good? Police is all set? You spoke to Detective Padero? Okay, so all of that's in order. Everything appears to be here.
Great.
Yeah.
So obviously you'll know to pick up the license once you close.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are there any questions from the members of the board?
No
I
questions.
have no questions.
Okay. Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we grant the lodging house.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
New all alcoholic package store, Louise Grocery and Liquor, Inc., 90 Division Street, Lewis F. Olivera. Attorney Jeffrey B. Maderas.
Good evening, members of the board. Mr. Chairman, my name is Jeffrey Maderas. I'm an attorney here in the city of Fall River at the offices of Burke, Espinola, and Van Colen. With me this evening is Mr. Louis Oliveira. We are here because, as the agenda points out, that it's a late filing, as was explained to us by Ms. Ash. The late filing was caused because Mr. Oliveira was ill. He let his license lapse, so we had to come back and file for the license.
So you're refiling, but everything's the same.
Everything's the same. He's been
Right.
in operation since 1977. The corporation has been in operation since 1977. Nothing is changing with regard to the license. It's gonna be the same hours that we currently have. That's about it.
Okay.
Good to see you back in the teaching, right?
Yeah.
Back to work though, right?
All right. Everything appears to be in order, and unfortunately, you have to go through all of it, but, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Any questions? And Mr. Oliver is the manager, correct?
That is
So it'll be
correct.
two motions, okay? Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed?
I'll make a motion that we grant the new alcohol package store license.
And I'll approve, I'll approve that too.
So there's a motion made and seconded, to grant the license. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion that we approve the manager.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to approve Mr. Olivera as the manager. Is there anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
I do have a question, Mr. Salino. Since he had a previous license, do we still have to wait for the ABCC to approve it before he can reopen?
Yeah.
The good thing is we've been sending them up and they've been moving pretty quick.
You have been
Right.
sending them
I'm
up?
sorry.
Sending them up.
I apologize. Carrie has been the only one sending them up.
I
With
appreciate
no
your
help.
help.
I'm sure.
Thank you
Has
for the
been taken to-
clarification.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I love it.
Good night.
New Alcohol Common Vitula, Conchetta LLC, 101 President Avenue, Unit 13, Frank J. Marcioni.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, my name is Attorney Mark L. Levin. The law office is at 138 Rock Street in Fall River, Massachusetts. I'm here today with Frank Marcioni at the table and his brother, Nicola Marcioni, sitting in the gallery. Mr. Marcioni is someone that at least a couple of you are very familiar with. He has had a liquor license in the city of Fall River to distribute retail liquor when he developed with his brother Hotwell Commons, which was a gas station, convenience store, and liquor store. That was a little more controversial, and I think we had to split it up for a few nights with the many people that came. Ours is very relatively simple. My client has a facility in Fall River. As you probably know, the former Executive Plaza, now called Broadway Commons. He sees Fall River as an area that has been developed quite a bit with restaurants, and one of the restaurants that are not here today is a real, truly Italian restaurant, and I'll let my client explain about the unique Italian foods that he'll be providing really from Italy and the baking items that will come from Italy. But just to go through the background, my client, he'll be the manager of this property. The hours of operation are going to be from Sunday from noon to 1 o'clock, and from Monday through
To 1
Saturday.
a.m.
To 1 a.m. And from Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. He wants the all beverage license because obviously he's running a restaurant. It'll be a full sit-down restaurant and takeout restaurant. Obviously, liquor won't be taken out. But he does have 71 seats for seating in the property. This will be a venture my client is very experienced with. He was a professor teaching food and beverage operations for restaurants and facilities at Johnson & Wales. He later was a food service manager for U.S. Golf Properties, which owned and operated golf facilities throughout the United States, and he ran that department and set up the management for each of the golf courses plus the beverage distribution for them. So he is very experienced with the use of alcohol. He's had the license, as I mentioned before, in Fall River to sell, and now he has the ability again to serve again. He knows about the exam he has to take online to do that, but that's he's experienced with that. So, but I would like to turn it over, unless you had some particular questions concerning the application, to my client to explain what his restaurant concept is.
Just quickly,
Sure.
no pledge.
No pledge.
No pledge of the license. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Kerry, my name is Frank Marcioni, 31 Temple Village Road, Attleboro, Massachusetts. I've been in the city for about 25 years. I've operated, obviously, some of you know, Honeybee Donuts, developed 3 or 4 different properties, my brother and I. Seeing what has become of Fall River, especially in these last 3 or 4 years, I believe we are now turning the corner as far as food and beverage, that we are becoming let's call it a renaissance city for restaurants. And it all starts with the stalwarts that you had here before, such as, well, you have LePage's, Sagres, arguably is probably one of the best Portuguese restaurant in the area. We have a 50s area diner, we have sushi now. My good friends Pete Cabral and Mike Lund, you can see what they've spent at the waterfront, and the attraction that they brought these brew pubs. It's only helping places like the Narrows. Restaurants, regardless of what happens here tonight, as putting on my economic development hat, are very important to the fabric of the city, and it's very, very important because they're a traffic generator, and people want to move here. And one of the things that they're always looking for are restaurants, and a variety of restaurants. Our restaurant, we're going to focus on pizza and Italian cuisine. More importantly, we're trying to get a designation called VPN, which is Vera Pizza Napolitana. The literal translation is real Neapolitan pizza. I don't have an hour to go through the specs, but basically, to get this designation, if you will, the equipment must come from Italy. It must be a wood-fired stove. The products have to come from Campania and so forth, but it's, let me tell you that there's only 90 in the United States that are able to obtain this certification. So yes, it's going to be a differentiation, but more importantly, I think that the folks in this area are going to enjoy this pizza. Other than that, we're going to offer some staples relative to our area of Italy, which is Abruzzo, which is more going to be toward pastas and meats, if you will, but that's going to have an Abruzzi twist to them. I'm very excited about it. My brother's very excited about it, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
Very good.
Looking at it, is this where the Battleship Brew House was?
That is correct.
So is it just that one unit?
That is correct.
Okay. And renovating it, or is it?
No, it's completely renovated.
It's ready to go.
That's been, that unit's been demoed to the studs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so obviously, there would, if it were to be approved, we would have to have an inspection at some point.
Yes.
When do you anticipate opening?
We're talking late this year,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
So do you have the designation yet that you're looking
No,
for?
we're
You're
in
working on
process,
that now?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to take any trips to Italy?
Yes, you do. But myself.
How about maybe we can go with you?
You have to put in the newspaper. You have to be a certified pizzaiola. Yourself or someone else has to learn how to do this pizza.
Really?
If any of you are interested, you want to travel a little bit in South Kingston, matter of fact, he is a trustee of this organization for New England. It's Pasquale's Pizzeria in South Kingston, and you'll see what it's all about.
Really?
Really?
This is how serious it is. He has 2 ovens because he doesn't feel that you can take this pizza out. In other words, it has to be eaten hot and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want a pizza to take out, you have to buy a traditional New York pizza,
Really?
which he offers, so.
Well,
Serious
sounds
stuff,
interesting.
serious stuff, Mr. Chairman.
Good.
You gotta wash it down with something.
Yeah, we have everything. Favorable police report. So everything is good. Like I said, at some point when you're ready to go, it would require an inspection, okay?
Maybe a taste test.
I was gonna say maybe a taste test, yeah.
Even better.
Can't say that, we're on TV, we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not soliciting.
Only kidding.
We're not soliciting. Okay, any questions?
No questions.
No.
Is there anyone else here with any questions? Anyone in favor? Anyone opposed?
I'll make a
So
motion.
again, 2 motions.
I'll make a motion that we approve the all alcohol common victuals license.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to approve. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion that we approve the manager.
And I'm second that motion.
Motion made and seconded to approve the manager. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you
If
for
you
your
need
time.
anything to go through, let us know.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, you're going to school after this.
Class 2, MJD Auto Trade LLC, 56 North Main Street, David Hamadi. No? No? What is your name, sir?
Oh, you just.
Oh, you're just observing. Oh,
perfect.
okay, all right, fine.
I'll make a
I was gonna
motion to
say, we don't
table.
have anybody here, there's nothing left now.
And I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion to table, which has been made and seconded. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go back to Mr. Donnie.
Hey, baby. How are you? What's going on?
All right, can you just state your name and address for the record,
Christopher
please?
Donovan, 132 Albion Street, Fall River, Mass.
Okay, so there's two requests here
Yep.
for, first one, we'll do the first one first here. March 17th, so Mr. Donovan wants to celebrate his Irish side. So, it's requesting from noon to midnight?
Yes.
What are your normal hours, Chris, on
Tuesday,
Tuesdays?
is that Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday,
So you open up at 5 p.m.
all right.
and we close at 12.
All right, so it's again,
Just
moving it earlier.
Earlier.
Okay, any questions?
No questions.
Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the one-day permit for March 17, 2020.
And I'll second that motion.
So motion made and seconded to grant. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
And the second request is for July 20th.
Oh, July?
June
June.
This is 7.
7. How about that paper? That lady was with me up. That was in Carrie.
June 20th.
That was that.
Carrie wouldn't have made that mistake.
Carrie was, no, she was at she was at lunchtime.
This doesn't get published, right? No. Can I change it?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, June 20th, which is what day?
Saturday.
Saturday night, 7 PM to 12 AM.
Uh-huh.
It's a block party. This is the
Okay.
annual,
Annual
correct?
block party.
6 years yesterday.
Wow.
All right. Is there anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the one-day permit for June 20th, 2020.
And I'll second that motion.
All right.
And I'm going to schedule a walkthrough next month for the kitchen with you guys.
Great.
So we can get that going. So looking for April 1st start date.
Sweet, just get on that.
An hour change, so.
Oh, with an hour change?
Yeah, because we're gonna open up at 2, well, try to open up at 2 p.m. So we can start doing after Sherry's closed, because we have nothing to eat down there.
Okay.
I don't
Let's
wanna-
just finish this one first. So
sorry.
there's a motion made and seconded to approve the permit for June 20th. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
So you're gonna need a
April-
walkthrough?
Yeah, walkthrough with you
Or to
guys.
change things?
Yeah, for the hour change, and because we already got the inspections through the city for the Ansel system.
You might wanna try to get on the March agenda.
Yeah,
If
that's-
you wanna
oh.
open in April, right?
Yeah.
What is it that you
I
want
don't-
to do? You're just adding the kitchen?
Yeah, but he said we wanted to do a walkthrough once I had it all ready to go.
Yeah,
right?
we
Okay,
wanted to go
remember
in and
that,
you wanna
okay.
change your hours too, you said,
Not right
right?
away, because we're gonna just get this kitchen going, but then probably May, probably we'll go from 2 o'clock, but we're just gonna stay at the 5 o'clock to start, just to get the food out.
Okay, so I don't know that, I mean, if they wanna go do
Oh,
a walkthrough
no, I
of
don't
the
care.
health part of the kitchen, then.
Yeah, we can, and then when you come in for the
Change of hours.
for the change of hours,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah.
Just let Carrie know when you're ready to go,
Thank you.
okay?
I will.
Mhm.
All right, thank
Oh,
you.
I will, you know that.
Bye.
Later. Thank you, guys.
All right, next item on the agenda is public input. Is there anyone here for public input? Doesn't look that way, there's no one here. Okay,
Make a motion to close public input here.
okay, motion made to close
Second,
public
yeah.
input.
I'll second that motion.
Seconded, anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Old business, new business, we have to have election of officers again. It has to be done. So, who do you want to nominate?
I nominate Chairman Selena to be our chairman.
Thank
And
you
I'll
very
second
much.
that motion.
Okay, so motion made and seconded to nominate me to be the chairman again. I will, anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain?
It's only been 20, what, how many years?
Too many.
Don't remind us.
Let's take items 2, 3, and 4 together.
Okay?
We have minutes of November 25th, December 10th, and January 15th, which we need to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the meetings from November 25th, 2019, December 10th, 2019, and January 15th, 2020.
And I'll second that motion.
So there's motion made and seconded to approve the minutes of the meetings of November 25th, 2019, December 10th, 2019, January 15th, 2020. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
The last item is to sign and complete the conflict of interest law. We have to sign
Yeah, we
those.
gotta
Gary
sign
has
it, yeah.
everything for us.
Okay.
So that's just, I guess,
Make a motion to accept the signing and completing the conflict of interest laws.
okay.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to accept and sign. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else? Anyone else here?
Make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion made and seconded to adjourn. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.